Hello. How's it going? I just love this little kitty. Well, I've been pondering free will a lot lately. How about you? I know there are some people that have totally given up on it. Deterministic, predestined. Crazy words like that get slung around. I don't totally know how I feel about it though, so I thought I'd come here and chat with you. So, I have some what ifs for you. I think for the crew that will be watching what's on my YouTube channel or my little video channel, somebody could ask us, what do you want? And one of the most consistent ways we would respond is that we want to ascend. We want to rise up into higher consciousness, and we want to live in a world that's more like the golden age than this one is. That we've had enough of this and we're ready to move on. So if we take that as a given, that we're ready and willing and we want to move on, and most of us do. I mean, even people that don't know that we can ascend and even take our bodies with us, you don't need to do that. And you see, it doesn't matter. You don't need to take the body with you. You know why not? It's going to be a well, duh. You're not the body. It's something that you're manifesting for now. It's your wheels to get around, kind of, sort of. I mean, that's one way to look at it. Suit of clothes is another way. Whatever it is, it's not the heart and soul of you. Okay, so we want something better. And we don't want to have to come back and live in this kind of law of the jungle place, the way it is here now. All right, so if that's a given, then people take off and they call this the spiritual path. And there's all kinds of ideas around how to do that, what to do, where to go, how to behave, how to think, how to eat, how to chant, whatever. Any kind of crazy idea you want. And we go to healers and, you know, we purify and yada, yada, yada. Well, what if there's really nothing you can do? What if there's no possible doing that you can do that would make it happen? What then? You can chase yogis and gurus and swamis and teachers and diets and, you know, plans and programs and yogas and this and that. But what if that's not where it's at? What if letting go was the answer? It was a more powerful answer than any of that. What would you think? Would you be willing to give it a try? Letting go means mostly letting go of mind, letting go of being so attached to what it wants and what it thinks. Mind is always doing. Have you noticed that? It's always in doing mode. It's not very good about being in being mode. So, what if there was a cosmic wave of energy coming our way? The leading edge of it was already here and had been for some years, and it was lifting us up. What if it was raising all frequencies everywhere so that you even have global warming on all the planets in the solar system. What if? And what if that was changing your frequency there, right where you are? What if? And what if instead of doing a doing, all you had to do was let go and just be a being? What if all you had to do is let go of the shore and push out, as the Hopis say, into the middle of the stream of the river and let go and flow with it and let it take you there? There's a novel idea, huh? How does that feel? Just letting go. All of the doing isn't needed. Just being. Furthermore, what if you were already perfect, only you just forgot? Wouldn't that be cool? What if that's the way it really is? And what if we had to forget it for a while to come in here in 3D and play our part? I mean, you couldn't be a good enough answer to know everything and then come in and pretend like you don't. And two cats is good. They keep each other occupied. So, what if you actually already knew it all, but a part of the reason you forgot is because your mind was so busy doing it would never hush? It would never be still and let you just sink down inside yourself and remember? What if? What if at the very core of whatever it is you are, it was absolute perfection? Divinity. What if you were a manifestation of divinity? A spark off the old flame. The real deal. Not some phony magic act, but the real thing. Wouldn't it be neat to find that out? I like Papa G's teaching very, very much. He's become my teacher. He's the one that taught both Muji and Gangaji, by the way. So if you like them, he's their teacher. And what he says is, if you could just let go for one instant, one moment, one snap of the finger, if you could just truly, truly let go and stop. Stop everything. Stop all your thinking, all your future planning, all your past regretting or yearning for what you don't have anymore. All of it. Just stop it. And just for one instant, be still. That you could wake up. People resist that like crazy when they first hear it because they're listening through the mind, most of them. Gangaji resisted it for a long time. The thing is, you don't have to get it. That much I know. Understanding, let it come when it will. It's highly overrated. What you can get out of books and schools and study and the rest of it is just okay, you know. It will seem superlative to the mind, but it's just okay because you're actually a divinity. And none of those mechanical kind of workings and coming to understandings can hold a match to the light that you are, the light of the sun. And you just don't have to understand. And it's really important, my friends, because it's the mind that's trying to understand. And as long as you're content with mind kind of understandings, you'll never get this. You never will. You have to let that go. And when you let that go, you discover that heart can deliver a deeper understanding. It would just fry mind. It would just blow it out of the water. Heart understanding is vast. Maybe in a small way. It's like the difference between verbal speaking and telepathy. Because with telepathy, we can give a whole lot more than just the words, the idea. We can give the sense of it, the feeling that we have about it. We can give a whole passel of stuff in an instant. You can get not only what I'm thinking, but how I feel about it, and even a sense of maybe why I'm thinking that or whatever. And so the mind's understanding is linear, and it's restricted to what it can get from words. And this other, it's really such a big difference. It's like going from one dimension to the next, like going from 2D or flatland into 3D. The difference is that big. It's a new reality. And so it's the mind that's frightened. If you're frightened when you hear you don't need to understand. The mind that's brought up on fear and terror and anxiety, like we all are until we wake up, it's built into the society, might even be going into paranoid overdrive and wondering, oh, right, and what's she going to pull off on me when I give up needing to understand? She can just take control. And, you know, it goes in crazy places like that are really crazy avenues where someone who's in their heart is in touch with this heart. And they just know that's not a possibility here. It's two different worlds. And maybe the price of the ticket is to give up the need to understand. I don't know, but what if? And the nice thing about the way Papa G presents it is just for a moment, just an instant. It's a bit of a challenge because we're so mind-driven, mind-oriented, and mind-centric when we first step into this stuff. But those of you who have been doing any practice with the watch and observe and turning your focus inside instead of outside, that's a big piece of this too. Knowing that the only one we have to save is the self. Oh my God, what a relief. You know? All there is good news. But you've got to be prepared to receive it. And so somehow, some way, my friends, you've got to find your way into heart. See you there.